Gaffer, at the risk of repeating myself from previous weeks, we deserve so much more from the Crewe game, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, looking back at the game and looking at the chances we created, especially in the second half, we were on top of the game. The goalkeepers had a magnificent save from Leon Gall. We've had shots blocked, possible penalty claim for us in that game. But overall, I thought that we were the better team on the day, and that's been clarified in a number of situations from opposition manager as well. So I think that we have just to keep on going, and the tide will turn.
Like you say there, Lee Bell, their manager, said that we were the better side and deserved more from the game. Is that a positive for you that others are sitting up and taking note despite the results?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you look at it, it's been really harsh how we've been treated this season from the amount of games that we haven't been able to get points from, because the way that we've played, the way that we've opened up the opposition, the chances we've created. I think that a number of times already this season, decisions from the referees haven't gone our way. There should have been 2/3 sendings off in that 5 games. On Saturday, we're now told by a senior official that the penalty shouldn't have been given. And these are all big talking points in the game, and they have affected the flow of the game. Yes, they've affected the final result, but we could have affected the result ourselves as well. And we haven't been particularly good enough in that final third to get the ball in the back of the net, but also the opposition have done well to keep it out as well.
I think some of the big talking points from the game, the fact that Leon Gall has a close range strike, fantastically saved, and Adam Lewis hit a number of really strong efforts on goal that were blocked. Luke Hendry as well with a really big opportunity. It's only a matter of time, isn't it, that efforts like these pay off?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to be more clinical, and that's the situation in any football game. The better you are in that penalty area, then the more wins you're going to get. And we haven't been good enough at this moment in time. We've created the chances, we've had better opportunities than the opposition, but we just haven't been clinical in that final third.
You spoke to the players after the game about belief. It's incredibly important, isn't it, that the lads maintain their belief?
Yeah, I mean, they've got that because they know how strong they've been against the opposition we've played against. We've played 5 games already this season. We've been involved in every one of them from the point of view. We've controlled the game. We've dealt with what the opposition have had to throw at us. And that's how the players have got great belief in their abilities. And we've got, as I say, a very good squad here. We built it in a short space of time, and we just need to get off and running and then, catch the teams above us.
I think you've already answered my next question, which was, you look at the recent dominant performances, including the win, of course, at Wigan Athletic. I can't imagine it's difficult for the lads to believe. They know more than anyone just how capable they are as a group and individually. Yeah,
I mean, because they feel it on the pitch, and they get that feeling from playing against opposition. We all know when we play a game and the opposition dominate it and its backs against the wall, we haven't had that. We've always been the team that's been in the ascendancy. We've had good games against the teams that are at the top of the table at this moment in time. So we know we can compete against them, but it's just getting over that first hurdle.
You changed things up at half-time and went a bit more direct, which they struggled to cope with in that second half. Having the ability to chop and change things during games surely will advantage your team going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it should do. And I think that we've got the beauty of being able to change formation. We've already done that a number of times this season. We've played with 3 at the back. We've played with 2 up front. We've played with a midfield 3, a midfield 2. So we've got good competition to do that, and it's just about trying to find a way of getting the better of opposition on the day.
Marcus Dacker's got his first 45 minutes in a Morecambe shirt. He slotted in quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a difficult couple of weeks for him because he had to miss the first 2 games, one in the league and one in the cup, and he's come in, he's done well. He linked up well with Leon Gall on Saturday at times. He has had a slight knock this week, so he hasn't trained until today. So we've just assessed him before the game at the weekend.
I think people will see his size. I think he's 6'7", and they could be forgiven for thinking that he's just a traditional target man. But what he brings to this team is so much more than that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got good feet. He takes the ball in. He can run in behind, and he does attack that front post very well when crosses come into the box, and that's the beauty of having a striker that wants to do well and get goals.
Back home on Saturday with Colchester United, the visitors. What can we expect from them?
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that changed formation from last year, but also that they've changed from the start of the season as well. So they're, like everyone, trying to find the best solution and team for the start of the season. They've got good experience, a bit of youth on their side as well, and we all know that how well they've done over the years.
I think looking at their form, it's 1 win, 2 draws and 2 defeats, quite inconsistent, and they themselves will be looking to get control of that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to take the game to Colchester on Saturday. We're at home, but we've done that away from home as well. We've been on top of the game, so we've played well against Newport and Gillingham at home. Only our 2 first home games of the season. We've had 5 games away from home, but it's an interesting match for us on Saturday because we'll have to get at them and try and cause them problems.
And finally, George Ray remains sidelined, of course. In terms of personnel within the squad, how are we looking going into?
Yeah, we've got George Ray still out. He's still some way away from the fracture he had in the first game of the season. Tom White picked up an impact injury that has caused him a bit of problem as well. Gwyn Edwards has picked up an injury that he's had off and on for a wee while, and so he's out. Hallam Hope is possibly still out as well for Saturday's game.